precious. They stole it from us. Those nasty, filthy habits.
Dude. Should we call the authorities?
We're back. We're back.
Nasty, filthy habits.
We're back.
They're filming. I know.
We're back, and we're here
Mayonnaise.
with the Joker.
Get help.
We're also here with Professor Xavier from the X-Men.
Man, Xavier, you let yourself
Can't you
go.
do something?
McDonald's. The wheelchair, I can't exactly run.
So what happens when the Jean Grey School of Higher Learning becomes the official sponsor of McDonald's?
No, what's great is like, to me, my X-Men, I get great parking. We can get up front. I need drive-through.
Do you think? Oh, we got Facebook update. We got 99 people now. 99 people up on the Facebook wall. 99 people.
Yeah.
You take one down, pass it around. Why are we passing these people along?
Why are they unliking you?
98.
In a bitch.
Bam!
In a bitch
We got
ain't
98 We got 98 problems and Harley ain't one.
Not anymore.
Alright.
Let's move on. Okay, so we were talking movies. We went over the big two. We talked Dark Knight Rises. We talked Avengers. There was another Marvel movie that came out, a reboot or a retread. I don't know what you want to call it. Refreshing. Oh, wait a minute.
I thought Wesley Snipes was still.
Yeah, did they get clearance?
Maybe they filmed
Disney.
it in the prison.
Is he in Disney jail? Like, is he
He's
like
an
this-
underground Disney. He's an underground Disney.
That's worse than a Turkish prison.
Wait, so if I go to the Disney World, is
If
he
you
like
go to
working
the
Small
Disney
World
World and you do
also?
something bad, you will go to underground Disney.
So wait a minute, is he working? It's a Small World after all. Isn't that the Disney jail?
He has to be one of the boat operators. He has to listen to it, like, over and over and over again.
That'd be enough for me to pay my taxes next year. Let's work on this Disney jail.
No, it's
Amazing Spider-Man, of course.
In the Disney jail?
In the Disney jail, starting with Andrew Wildman.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield? Who's
That
Andrew
is a
Wildman?
weird name.
Garfield.
Wow.
Garfield.
As in, like, lasagna.
Wow. I've
Lazy
been
cat
calling him
Garfield.
Andrew Wild for like the last 5 months. I've been wrong.
Which explains why Aunt May looks so much like Otis.
Here, wow. Here is where I'm going to pass off the talk of Amazing Spider-Man to people who did actually like the movie, Joker.
Alright,
that's your mom.
I enjoyed it.
All right, you guys talk about. I was not too impressed. I thought it was trying too hard
Well,
to
I
do.
think what a lot of it is, everybody was saying, oh, it's just like the first movie. Oh, it's just like the first movie. It's like, hell no, it's not like the first movie. It is completely different. First off, you get more of a relationship with Uncle Ben. In the first Tobey Maguire movie, you got, hi, I'm Uncle Ben for 3 seconds. Peter. Hi, I'm Uncle Ben for 5 seconds. Peter. Oh no, Uncle Ben is dead. Oh no, he got shot. Uncle Ben is dead.
Now who will make his rice?
Ain't your mama.
But
But
throw some in there
Well,
too.
she ain't
Let's
your
see.
mama, she's your man.
Well, not according to that one, but one little miniseries from Marvel.
But with
yeah.
But with Sheen though, you actually got the build up between the relationship between Peter and Uncle Ben, because you did have
It's a
a
nice
good.
hour there.
Yeah, I mean, you got that nice build up of him basically being that father figure, which you didn't get in the first movie. And then also too, a big thing that was in the first movie was the wrestling event. There was no wrestling event in this one. The only thing that you had wrestling was when Peter falls through the thing and you hear the guy.
Yeah, kind of just a little nod.
Yeah, just a little nod, and that's where he gets this idea to wear a mask.
I think the reason there was no wrestling event is because Macho Man's no longer with us, and
Yeah.
you can't replace Bonesaw. Like
Bonesaw is ready. I had people call me Bonesaw to get into the character. It's like, no, the hell you weren't. You were just fucking you were Macho Man Randy Savage.
But hey, you know what?
Just calling yourself Bonesaw.
See, I would say with Amazing Spider-Man, compared to the previous Tobey Maguire movies, those ones were like more like your classic Spider-Man, say like base your Stan Lee, your Steve Ditko like base Spider-Man. This kind of was more akin to I would say Ultimate Spider-Man.
To a degree.
Yeah, it was a kind of
There
more
were-
modernized update of the Spidey mythos.
There were two things I did like about this. One, I liked Spider-Man talking while he was
Yes,
he
he was
Spider-Man.
wisecracking.
Wisecracking was really good. Two, Uncle Ben had old man teeth, which I thought was great. He smiled like a grandfather would.
And he had the
I kinda
dentures.
like-
Cool.
I kind of
He
like
did.
Andrew Garfield's kind of portrayal of Peter Parker. Like, is
A
there
lot of people
kind of real, very awkward teen. You know,
He actually looked like an awkward nerd.
He did.
yeah, like
And-
in 2012, he looked like what a nerd would look like. In this day
Yeah, a
and
lot of
age.
people are complaining. It's like, oh, he's a skateboarder. Peter wasn't a skateboarder. It's like, yeah, but the thing is, though, he was an outcast, and you can't really nerd him to today and
Compared
not kind
to-
of have him
yeah.
at least have some forms of
You
transportation.
can't make them 1960s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't.
Those
But-
nerds just don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
That's
The-
like,
The big things for me, the big things that just threw me out of the movie. One, I didn't think the story was that strong. I mean, I just don't. I think the lizard could be better.
He did look like one of the Super Mario Brothers
Goombas.
Yes.
Yeah. But the
In
second
the-
one was, there's a reason Spider-Man wears a mask. Keep it the hell on.
well, see, I can. In all
I got so
fairness-
tired of this, like, okay, God, I can't breathe in this thing.
in
Well,
all-
Tobey Maguire was the same
Yeah.
way, though. He
Yeah,
constantly
and
kept
in
him
all
out.
fairness, in the comics, Peter has had a problem with that too.
I did not like having his parents in the movie, or even talking about his parents. They are a non-subject in the comic, and I kind of like.
No, they were.
Well, if,
The Vulture,
points in time.
in the 90s, the Vulture actually had actors be his parents. And he actually thought that they were his real
I
parents.
remember
Yeah.
that.
So they were
I
in
thought
the
they were
comics.
clones.
One, it was the 90s, it doesn't count.
Oh, my fault. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
Sorry, that's the unofficial needless.
Well,
That's
I
the
mean,
unofficial
that was-
shop
that
talk.
was-
I can
rule.
understand-
It's
that was the
90s
new
and
50s.
talk.
I can understand them kind of tying them into Oscorp and kind of because a lot of the stuff in that movie kind of went the science route with everything.
And I did like how you don't see Osborn.
No, I liked that, and I liked how I liked Gwen Stacy because that gives.
And
us
I did
a
like the
great moment.
relationship and the awkwardness between them in the
Yeah.
beginning
Yeah.
of
No, the
kind of
Gwen
forming
Stacy
this.
part was fantastic.
I actually like the fact that
I don't have a problem with the casting. I think really just
Yeah.
to me it's a weak story.
and I actually
and
like the
there's a few
fact
things that could have done better.
that they didn't find that Spider-Man didn't find Uncle Ben's killer. Like
Yeah.
so, it kind of leaves him something else to kind of another
Okay.
little plot, a little plot thread to go through
Yeah.
the sequels and what have you. Just
And I love that the fact that he had web shooters.
That was
That was
That-
very
I
good.
love the nod back to the web show.
And I did like how they did kind of update it for now to where he actually had the circuitry and he actually could flip it and hide it. So he could
Good
have it
point.
as Peter Parker, but you couldn't tell. And then when he was in the costume, I'm fine if it bolted out some to see because in real life you cannot hide a web shooter and
I'm
not have
just-
something like bulging out of
I'm
the
just
costume.
mad that they pulled the entire Samuel L. Jackson at the very end thing and just didn't have Samuel L. Jackson. Like at the tail end after the credits roll, they just got that little blurb again that you've seen in all the Marvel movies that Marvel's done. And it wasn't Samuel. I mean, I understand why, but I was like, if you're going to rip it off, at least get Sam.
And then it just leaves speculation. It's like, is that Electro? Because I believe it's either Electro or Mysterio. Those are the two I'm going with. Just because Electro, the Bolt of Lightning, the guy's there, Bolt of Lightning, the guy's gone. Hopefully it's not Jamie Foxx. And Mysterio, I would
Jamie
just
Foxx.
love to see Mysterio in a movie. I think Mysterio would make an amazing movie villain if done right. Any villain would be awesome if done right.
That's very true.
Because then the movie
I think we're
is
going to
already
get the
gonna be
Goblin
heavy.
eventually. If
Well,
not by the
he's the
second, then by the
third.
third.
I wanna say
they're
the third.
probably going to build to him. Yeah.
he should be built up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
My-
we at least get maybe an appearance of Osborn toward the
Yeah.
end, the second one going into the third.
Yeah.
My thing is hopefully they don't do like the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon-wise build up to him, and they don't do the Ultimate Spider-Man where it's actually, he just turns to this big hulking monster
Right.
to where he puts on some form of costume
Yeah. Maybe a better costume than Defoe.
instead of a Power Rangers. But Defoe
Yeah.
was an amazing.
Oh, Defoe
Yeah.
was fantastic.
He was
Goblin.
wonderful Norman
Defoe.
Osborn.
Defoe.